Hi everyone, my name is Claire.
And my name is John.
And today we're talking about work hours. So a very appropriate topic. I'm sure this affects all of us, and the consequences of the article, because this is about work hours in Korea, could affect the way we are working in all of our jobs. So before we get into the potential new laws, let's talk about our current situation. How many hours a week do you work?
I've never calculated. I assume, well, it's technically above the normal 40 hours a week, but not too much, I suppose, because sometimes students don't come on that day, or there's but we do have this filming, which kind of makes up for those students who may not come on that hour. And so I would say on average, just by my feeling, I'm hovering between 40 and 50 on any given week.
Me too, yes. It does vary if some students don't show up, but average 40 to 50 hours a week. Do you think that burnout is common in our industry, John?
For getting down to the specifics of teaching adults, I think it's a little bit less common. But when you talk about teaching in general, it's very highly common, very highly common. Especially when you're working with children or the schooling system, you're going to encounter so many different difficult barriers, including pay, that is going to burn you out quite quickly. For teaching adults, there can be burnout for some people, but I feel like it's a little bit less than teaching in any sort of like public institution, school in general, private schools as well, children, or maybe even colleges, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know much about the university system.
Yeah, actually me neither.
But yeah, I think I've seen there's a lot of difficulties, especially for new teachers, the split shift.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When you're new, you don't get these sort of preferential hours. You're working for less money, so you're more likely to want to do more hours. And when you're doing 6 days a week, split shift, that can be really hard going. And I've seen people come, do a year, and be ready to leave after that year because it's very difficult.
Sometimes not even a year. A couple of those people are like, I just can't do it, sorry.
It's hardcore.
Yeah. Because on paper, you're like, oh, if I manage my time like this, but in reality, it's just exhausting. Basically, you're taking 2 naps a day. You're taking an afternoon nap and a night nap, and the rest is working. You don't see friends hardly. You don't have any life. It's just work, sleep, work, nap, work, nap, work, nap, work, nap.
Let's get into the new laws and discuss them, or potential new laws they are still at this point, and then we'll see if we might be affected. See you in part 2.
Work hours. South Korea introduced a 52-hour work week in 2018 to prevent overwork, but some have found the law impractical. President Yoon Suk-yeol plans to change the law to allow more flexibility. Employers would be able to cap work hours on a monthly or yearly basis, allowing employees to work up to 69 hours in a given week, and then make up for it with short hours in a different week. The goal is to balance appropriate amounts of flexibility with protection of workers' rights.